All right. So, the first image of James Gunn's Superman film just came out today. It's definitely a conversation piece, but I wanted to talk about my overall reaction. We're not going to be getting this film until November 11th, 2025, if we're lucky, because movie dates move around all the time. So anything can happen. But my immediate reaction was kind of mild. I My reaction was it's too soon to tell. Honestly, I mean it's cool, it's okay. It's not like the most groundbreaking image. I've seen a lot of people critique this, like, hey, looks photoshopped, looks like AI. I can see that, but I also know that it's very, very early in the production because look, like we're a year out, more than that. A lot can change. They're giving us they're giving us what they can give us, and I'm cool with it. I I'm not super familiar with the actor, but he's okay. He looks like Superman. I mean, I think he looks like Henry Cavill too. Um, oh, he was in Pearl. I just watched Pearl. He was the projectionist. Oh shit, he was the projectionist. Okay. Okay, so I have seen this guy before. Again, he was never like, oh, this guy should play Superman to me. But let me go back and start with like how I feel about James Gunn, and like I'm not as big of a fan of him as most people are. I loved Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I love all of his Guardians films. I think they have a special flavor to them that's unique to cinema. So I love those movies. I enjoyed Suicide Squad, or the Suicide Squad that he did, although I do have some problems with it. Um, I have some problems with Guardians, but again, I love those movies. I'm not going to stand by Suicide Squad as hard. He did write Dawn of the Dead, the one that Zack Snyder directed, which I loved. Um, but overall, I saw Peacemaker. It was all right. It again also had its issues, but overall, I'm gonna watch this film regardless. Like I'm gonna check it out. I'm sure it will be fun at the least, but I'm I was never on the Superman train, as most people are, or as big as most people as a lot of people can be. I like Superman. I saw the old Christopher Reeve films a couple times, but not that much. I was more into, just because it was more my time, was Superman Returns with Brandon Routh and Henry Cavill's Man of Steel. Going into Justice League, Batman v Superman, that was very much my introduction to Superman, and a few comic books here and there. Um, and look, I really had a connection to Superman growing up because I was adopted, and so was Superman. So that was an immediate connection I had to that character that I thought was interesting, and so, or that's I've always found interesting about this character. I I mean, again, ever since this movie got announced, I my biggest problem with it is just being a white male lead that I would like to see something a little bit different. And again, this just looks like Henry Cavill in a slightly different skin and scenario terrain, with the James Gunn vibe. But I don't know. Again, it's too soon to tell. I've already accepted the fact that it's this actor, it's these people who are cast, it's James Gunn. Okay. Again, not my choices. I would not have picked those people, but that's just me. I still, like I said, I'm gonna watch it and check it out. I'm excited for the trailer. I have no idea what to expect, but I am looking forward to it. Just not as much as maybe some people are. It's like whatever to me. Again, who knows? I could completely change when a teaser and or a trailer comes out. So we'll reconvene around then. But yeah, it looks like the internet's kind of torn between it, as most internet news is. But who else is in this? Is he gonna be Lex Luthor, or is he gonna be Lex Luthor?
It's hard getting into filmmaking.
It's so important to have a...
Okay, Nicholas Hoult is playing Lex Luthor. Alright. Jimmy Olsen, okay, I like this guy. He was from The Righteous Gemstones and something else. Booksmart. Social Dilemma. Okay. That's the House of the Dragon Girl. Guy Gardner. Yeah. Okay. Well. I'll watch it. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait and see. It's a little too early to tell. But overall, not bad. It's a little something to get people excited, right? Another thing that I did want to talk about is the passing of Bernard Hill, who I grew up with watching The Lord of the Rings, sure, Titanic, but it was something that definitely, piqued my attention when I heard that he had passed away. So I just wanted to give my condolences, and some of his moments in, especially The Return of the King, are molded in my head. They will be memories I will love to look back on, in the cinema. His speech, but what it really made me want to do was go back and kind of see where this man started in his career and watch some of his other stuff that I maybe never got to see, which is actually, frankly, a lot more than I thought. I thought I had seen him in more stuff, but to be fair, he didn't do as much as I thought he did. I mean, to some degree, yes, he did. Okay. A lot of TV, so I'm gonna have to find some of these to check out. But if any of you have any recommendations, please feel free to mention them. But it wasn't like my favorite actor in the whole world, but he certainly had an impact on me, especially his role as Theoden in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. But yeah, overall, I just wanted to hop in on these two subjects. Bernard Hill, who he just passed. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Fuck, it doesn't even say there. 5th, so yeah, yesterday. Well, thank you, Bernard Hill, for your entertainment in cinema. And James Gunn, will see how your Superman movie does. Until then, I'll check back in with you guys soon. Thank you for watching.